I prayed for a day when somebody would come and treat us with respect, and that day came.
The foundation behind me is a foundation from the old school of the community of St. Madeline. And it's really important because we used to come up here, my dad would bring us here because this is where they came up over the hills and this is where their town was burning. So when my dad was 4 years old, he came up here with his family and this is where, you know, they no longer had a home.
The powers that be, wherever that is in Ottawa, decided that this land was only fit for cattle, and that the people needed to be moved off.
How can you take a human family, raising children, some of them brand new newborns, you know, some of them little kids and elderly, disabled, and just take their homes away from them, burn them down, and just so you can have more cows.
He come here when they were shooting the horses and the dogs and burning out the people. You know, he gave them shelter. He says, if you guys would come and burn my house and shoot my dog, my horse, I'd put a bullet right through your forehead.
George Florio was, for example, one of the founders of the Federation, and he's now passed. Now his son sits in cabinet, but his dream was to get this back.
In 1939, 38, they went out and they came back, and Dad tells me the story of when they topped over the rise, all they seen were bedposts and chimney stacks, the stoves, everything was gone. And the government had burned out the Métis homesteads at that time, and it was just devastating. He remembers seeing they're in the wagon, and he remembers seeing his dad's shoulders going up and down because they were riding in the back of the wagon, and he says that's one of the very few times he ever seen his father cry.
The document that we're going to sign is going to be that first step to return land to the Red River Métis people here in St. Madeline. We're going to work with gamblers, we're going to work with other First Nations, we're going to make sure that we do this thing right. But I want to say that the goal of what we're trying to accomplish here is to right a historic wrong. And so my presence here as the Premier of Manitoba, more than anything, is to indicate that what was done to Red River Métis in the past here at St. Madeline was wrong and should never have taken place.
Last year at the assembly when Wab committed that he would give this land back, I had tears then. And then to finally see it right in front of me happening, then I had tears in my eyes because that's like a first, like the government giving back land to Métis people.
So as we work towards our swearing in, I want you to know that we recognize the importance of St. Madeline to the Red River Métis government and to you, its citizens, and that I look forward to understanding more, learning more, and working together with you on St. Madeline.
This is a very proud day, and one that we've been waiting for a long time. One of the commitments we will be making, as I told Wab, there will be a monument built here. We will recognize and ensure that every family, every name will be enshrined here to remember and never forget what happened to them and what happened to our people.
We support you. We understand what happened to your fathers and grandfathers. I actually took a tour of where the site was when it got burnt down, and of course I've been to the cemetery many times. And I've been around the MMF for a long time, and I know a lot of these older people and even those that have passed away, so I got to hear their stories too.
It looks like we have a signing ceremony, and we're going to have everyone you're all going to be witnesses. Let's have a big round of applause. This incredible achievement. Now we've got smoke.
It's not just about these days, it's about the time that they spend here with their families doing other things. I've been hearing stories about wiener roasts they have. They come here on different holidays. They come visit their family members in the cemetery. So being able to do that and not requiring a permit and being able to say this is our land again, it was a long time coming.
sort of overcome with emotions, and just you could almost feel, you know, just almost like the earth being happy, and just, you know, just the whole atmosphere was a very positive and welcoming and grateful feeling. It's hard to explain unless you're actually here and a part of it.
It was so uplifting, and I looked at some of the elders in the crowd, you know, a few of them had tears, and you know, and it just gave me shivers throughout my body. So it was such a historical event. It was nice to see.
As you can see, the tears today, you know, there's just probably the emotions that are running through right now. Just the tugging the heart, you know, the pain, the anger, and then joy coming, you know. So it's just, even when I was speaking there, I almost shed a tear, just so close, and I had to hold myself tight because I'm the leader and I got to try to be strong. But at the end of the day, I know their emotions. I cried with them, I sat with them, I talked to them this morning. And this transfer of land is the first land, I think, coming back to us since we created Manitoba and since we had our first battle in 1816. So it's a memory we're not going to forget. And I think it's one that's going to truly help heal our people.
Our ancestors are so important to us, and getting the land back and that special announcement yesterday just resonated something within. It just sparked something that was missing for a long time.
There was chairs up at the front of the stage, and they announced for everybody to come up because they'd be starting soon. And just people were running, a lot of youth, a lot of little kids were running up to the stage to make sure that they were part of that kind of historic commitment, historic announcement. And so, no, it's just been fantastic.
But this is one big achievement. I will leave this world one day smiling that my cabinet, my government, our locals, our region, our people that you see today, thousands coming here, that they know the same thing as I do. We never give up. And trust me, we will keep on chasing it, fighting for it until we get it. It's ours, we never let go. So we're proud Métis people, we're a proud Red River Métis people, and we'll fight to take back what's ours.
I am the best of both, and you'll always hear me boast that I'm mighty proud I'm Métis. Yeah! that I'm mighty proud.